Can you hear me now? Okay, I think we're good. Can you hear me now? Yay! All right. Yay. Okay, I think you can hear me. I hope you can. Let me know if you can hear me. I think we're good though. Okay, comments. There they are. All good. Yay! Thank you, Abby. All right, so I'm not Leslie. I'm filling in for Leslie today. So my name is Rita. In case you don't know, I am Leslie's resident tech expert, all around nerd. Yeah, if you've been in any of Leslie's programs, you've probably met me already because I'm usually on the calls. I help with any tech questions. Sometimes I hold master classes for Leslie's programs when it comes to like graphic design, sales pages, any kind of tech thing with email marketing, setup, automations, all of that sort of thing. But today we're going to be talking about masterminds and the three reasons that you need a mastermind group to reach your goals. So, you've probably heard that a mastermind can be a huge factor when it comes to reaching success as a business owner. But maybe you don't quite know what a mastermind is and why you really need one. So, in this video, I'm going to break down the three reasons that you need a mastermind to reach your goals and some tips on how to find the right one for you. So, let's dive in. So, number one, get all up in this. Number one, a mastermind group can help you stay accountable to your goals. Now, when we set goals in a vacuum, like by ourselves, we might have like you get inspired and you get your notebook out and you write all those things down, and maybe you even go as far to put things on a calendar and give yourself due dates. But that inspiration only lasts so long. So, when it comes to reaching your goals, accountability has a huge impact. In fact, a study by the American Society of Training and Development found that you're 65% more likely to reach your goals if you share it with someone. But even more, the chances of you reaching your goals goes up by 95% whenever you have ongoing check-ins for your progress. That's incredible. Just that alone is a huge reason why you should be in a mastermind group. I mean, 65% chance of success, and it bumps up to 95% whenever you regularly check in. That's pretty amazing. That can be a huge factor in you reaching your goals. So, a mastermind group is a perfect place to do that because it's a group of like minded individuals. It's not just random people, it's not like a giant Facebook group where people just come and go. A mastermind group is a more of a close knit community of like minded individuals who are all working together for similar goals. So, you're not having one person who's trying to open a nail salon and someone else who's trying to, have a landscaping business. Everybody's working towards the same goals. So that means that you're able to get advice, support, feedback, network, all kinds of things to help you get those goals accomplished and move further in your business journey. So, personally, I have been in several mastermind groups. I find them invaluable. As a matter of fact, me and a few of my online business besties meet every single day, well, Monday through Friday, to go over like what we've accomplished, what's our goals, what's coming next, and that just makes a huge difference in how productive I am every single day, how focused I am every day. If you are part of the or have been in the Six Figure Biz Academy with Leslie, then you know that she creates pods, which are basically small, very small, 2 to 4 people mastermind groups. Is built on the same principles, and it's just checking in regularly and having someone to, get to bounce ideas off of, somebody that's in your corner and supporting you on your way. So that's reason number one is it helps you stay accountable to your goals and reach them. Reason number two, you need a mastermind group is a mastermind group can give you access to a wealth of knowledge and experience that you can't find elsewhere. Now, outside of hiring a coach, a mentor, one on one, a mastermind group is the next best thing. And they actually serve two different purposes. A lot of people have a personal coach, a business coach, and they're in a mastermind group. Now, the reason that this is so helpful is because there's so much information out there. So, if you're trying to, say, launch a group program, or you're trying to fill a course, Or maybe you want to create a YouTube channel. If you go to Google or YouTube and you look up like how to launch an online course, it's overwhelming. The information that's out there is there's so much. It's too much. Like you can't decipher like what's good information and what's bad information. It's hard to kind of take away the wheat from the chaff kind of thing. So a mastermind group can help you with this because you have that built-in knowledge base, experience base to tap into. When you're in the right mastermind, there's someone in that group who's already achieved what you're trying to achieve. So that means that you don't have to do it alone, right? You can lean on your mastermind group for help. You can ask advice. You can get advice about how to avoid the pitfalls that someone else made when they were working towards the goal that you're working towards. And having that support group in your back pocket, it gives you that boost of confidence. Whenever you're in a group and they're like, yeah, I did this and this really worked and I did X, Y, and Z, and this is how that helped, it gives you that confidence to move forward. You're not second guessing yourself because someone in that group has already done it and they've done it well and they can help you avoid those pitfalls. So in this way, it also helps you save time and money. Mastermind groups, the good ones, you do pay for. They're not free. Like it takes a lot to facilitate these groups. But it saves you so much money because you're not spending time and money on making costly mistakes, like investing in software that you don't need, taking courses that you really don't need, um, and wasting time, and time is money in itself. But wasting time is trying to figure things out. Remember, somebody's already been down that path, and they can tell you like, this is what works. Ignore all this other stuff. That's just a bunch of BS. Do this instead. Okay. So when you're in a mastermind group, it really does help you stay focused, stay on target, and not waste your time and money trying to figure it out, right? Trying to figure it out. You're guaranteed to get the right answers. Number three, the final reason that mastermind groups are amazing is that they can provide emotional support and encouragement. Now, let's be real. I'm an online entrepreneur. I'm here in my home office. There is generally nobody here during the day. Actually, my husband's home right now because he's a dental appointment. But in general, it's just me and the dogs every day. It can get lonely, right? Um, it's hard to stay focused, to stay motivated when you feel like you're doing things on your own. And we've all felt like this, at least one time or another, right? So there's nothing to be ashamed of or embarrassed of. And regardless of how supportive your friends, family are, the network of people in your real life, they just don't get it, right? They're not in an online business. They're not trying to do what you're trying to do. And a lot of times we don't even have that support network in our families. My mother, when I first started my business, was very concerned because I walked away from a lucrative career to do this. And she supported me. She wanted me to do well, but it was always like, Rita, are you sure? Like for the first probably, I've been in my business since 2015. For the first probably 3 years, she would say, Rita, how's your business going? Is everything okay? Do you need any help? And I would say, no, Mom, everything's good. But even just her asking in that way, like plants these tiny seeds of doubt, like, did I really make the right decision? Because, sometimes there's tough days. Not every day is good. There are tough days. And whenever you have a mastermind group that they're doing the same things that you are, their day-to-day life is very similar to yours. The support is different. The encouragement is different. It just comes from a different place. And not that our friends and family um, don't support us or aren't encouraging and don't want us to do well. They just don't get it, right? So it's super important to have a solid support system, and a mastermind group can provide that for you. So in a mastermind group, you'll find people who they understand, right? They get it. You can lean on each other for emotional support and encouragement whenever things get tough. And I don't know about you, but it's nice to have your online business bestie, right? That you talk to often. I don't think that I would be where I'm at right now in my business without my online business bestie. And you know who you are. You're watching right now. Okay. So it's a great feeling to know that you are not alone in this journey. So when you're considering a mastermind group, there are a few things that you want to keep in mind. First, you want to make sure that the members of this group, they do have similar goals. So you're aiming towards the same thing. and you have similar values, meaning like personally, I would not want to be in a mastermind group where they taught like sleazy marketing tactics. That does not appeal to me. That is not how I run my business. I wouldn't want to be in a mastermind group where everybody was late or they didn't take it seriously. I want to be in a group where people take it seriously. They show up on time. We have an agenda. We're going to get things done. Okay. So you want to make sure that everybody's on the same page in order to really get the most out of a mastermind group. And then on that note, you want to make sure that you are ready to commit. Okay. So you don't want to join a mastermind group just to see how it is. Like, this is a decision that you shouldn't take lightly, to be honest. Mastermind groups require time, they require effort, they require for everybody involved to be like, present and to be there with a purpose. That's what has to happen in order to make it successful. So make sure that you are ready to commit also. And finally, I want you to not have unreasonable expectations. So mastermind group, it is not a coaching program. It's not a course. Mastermind groups are about collaboration and support. So it's not one-way learning. Okay. With that being said, if you're looking for accountability, knowledge, and emotional support, a mastermind group is where it's at. So we talked about the 3 main reasons that a mastermind group can help you reach your goals. All right. Number 1, let me just recap real quick. Number 1 is it can help you stay accountable to your goals. And remember, that can increase your chances of success by up to 95%, which is amazing. I can attest to that. Number 2, a mastermind group can give you access to a wealth of knowledge and experience so that you don't have to make the mistakes that your peers have. You'll get the shortcut to what you want to accomplish. Number 3, a mastermind group can provide emotional support and encouragement, which is vital. Again, no matter how supportive your friends and family are, it's not the same and they just don't get it. Those are just the 3 main reasons. There's a ton more reasons why you might want to be in a mastermind group, like increasing your referral network to get new leads. Even if it's a group of people who are in the same type of business, like for me, I'm an online service provider, primarily graphics and tech. So if I'm in a mastermind group for online service providers, just because I do graphic design and maybe website design, someone else might be an amazing copywriter or a video editor. The same is true for your business. If you're a nutritionist, you might specialize in, say, gut health, and someone else specializes in Alzheimer's. You can refer people back and forth. Being in a mastermind group improves your decision making. When you're in a collective like this, you get clarity on what's really important, and you realize how much busy work maybe that you've been doing. Number 3, you get ideas from people with different perspectives. We get like tunnel vision sometimes when we want to do a certain thing and we think it has to be done a certain way. And sometimes we'll just hear the tiniest little thing and it just, a light bulb goes off and you're like, oh, that's easy. Okay, why didn't I think of that? That's what a mastermind group can do for you. Another reason, it help increase your confidence and your motivation. Whenever you know you're going to be checking in with your people every other week or once a month or however often it is, whenever you know that you're going to be checking in, like you really you want to have like the things that you said you were going to do, you want to have them done. That's that accountability, but it motivates you to get it done even when you don't feel like it, right? It kind of gives you a little discipline. You can also learn about software, systems, products that other people in your niche are using or relying on to build their business so that you don't have to try out a whole bunch of different things. They can say, oh, this software is great. This is brand new. I love it. You can also get referrals to service providers like myself, like copywriters, web designers, virtual assistants. If you've ever tried to hire someone for your business, hire a virtual assistant, hire a web designer, hire a copywriter, you know that it's like looking for a needle in a haystack to find the right one for you. Someone who understands your business, someone who's passionate about what you're passionate about, someone who has the same values as you, as someone who actually is going to do the job and not run off with your money, right? When you're in a mastermind and a collective of other people who are doing what you're doing, they're going to have a graphic designer to refer you to, a web designer to refer you to, a video editor, a social media marketing manager. All of those things, you'll get referrals to people that can help you build your business. And the list goes on and on. So remember that the people that you surround yourself with, they have a big impact on your life. Okay. So it's really important to choose your mastermind wisely. And it can be a game changer for your business, but again, only if you personally are ready to commit and put in the work. So think about it. If you have a group of people who are cheering you on, who have your back, and you know that you can depend on if things get tough or if you get stuck, like who wouldn't want that? Wouldn't you want one of those? So that's why I'm super excited to tell you about Leslie's new mastermind group. Okay. It's called the Income Accelerator. It's an online group of nutritionists, dietitians, integrative health professionals. It's designed for health professionals, copywriters, chiropractors, all of that sort of thing, right? This niche that Leslie serves. We meet twice a month on Zoom. And I say we because I personally am also part of this mastermind. And here's the thing, this this program has not been offered to the public until now. As a matter of fact, we will be promoting this on in emails and that sort of thing. But this is hello. We are now. This is the launch of the Income Accelerator to the public. Prior to right now, it's only been available by invitation from Leslie. She spent the last 6 months making sure that it works properly, making sure that everything that her clients need is included, making sure that there is accountability built in, making sure that the calls are informative, that it does move the needle forward, that there's accountability, that you got to show up, you got to do the work, all of those sorts of things. So if you want to take a peek, let me see if I can figure out how to share my screen. Hey, that's what I want to do. So you're going to go to, let me find my banner. It's leslievitel.com/accelerate. I'm going to go there myself right now so that we can take a look together. I want to show you everything that's included in this. /accelerate. Okay, so share. Let me close these other windows. You don't need to see everything, right? Share screen. Screen sharing works best on a good computer. Okay, share screen. This one, share. Okay, I'm gonna have to make this bigger because now you can see my whole desktop and not just the window, which is different than Zoom. This is the first time, excuse me, this is the first time I've ever been a presenter in StreamYard. So I'm learning as I go. Ignore all of that. Let me just cover that up. There we go. That's better. So the Income Accelerator, it is a committed collective for wellness professionals like yourself. So if you know how important it is to surround yourself with like-minded people who get it, right? So if this sounds like you feel like you have to figure everything out on your own, but a high-level mastermind just isn't in the budget right now. You're tired of struggling to fill your group programs, or finding high-quality clients willing to pay what you're worth. Let me just make this a little bit bigger. There we go. That's easier to see, right? There we go. Okay. All right. You want to find a supportive group of professionals who you can trust and rely on for solid business advice, and you're doing everything that you can to grow your business, but you feel like you're stuck in a rut, then the Income Accelerator is for you. It's designed specifically for health and wellness professionals who are looking to take their business to the next level in a group setting. It's a lot of fun, guys. I'm on these calls. Everybody is so supportive and friendly and knowledgeable. The knowledge that's in this group is amazing. So it's more than just a Facebook group. It is definitely not an online course. It is a committed collective of like-minded individuals who are ready to support you on your journey to success. So here's what you get. 2 live sessions per month. So there's one group coaching call with Leslie. That's where you bring your questions ahead of time. We hold you accountable to what you said you were going to do. Okay. And then we support each other, celebrate each other's wins. And then the second call every month is a Q&A with me. So whenever you're building your business, tech gremlins come up. Sometimes you don't know how to hook up your opt-in with your email service provider to trigger an online automation. Maybe you're confused on which membership platform makes the most sense for your group program. Maybe you need help implementing your shopping cart, or maybe some social media software. Anything that I can help you with, which there's a ton, every month you get a call with me. So once with Leslie, and I'm usually on that call as well, and once with me. So it's 2 live sessions a month. You also immediately get access to all the recordings. So all of these are recorded. So whenever you enroll, if you enroll today, then you get immediate access to all of the past meetings that we've had. There's also a private Facebook community with 24/7 access to myself, to Leslie, and other health professionals that are in the group. Occasionally, we have special guest training from top industry leaders, people like Kathy Lowenstern, who helps Leslie with her ads, maybe Katya Barbanova, who is a social media expert, that sort of things. Those are probably about once a quarter. They're not like scheduled and like a once every 3 months we do this. It's as needed. Like if something comes up, a lot of people are struggling with the same thing. We'll invite a guest expert if it's something that Leslie and I can't help you with ourselves. You also get, as an Income Accelerator member, you get discounts and early access to any future courses and products. So this is your opportunity to get the guidance and support that you need to grow your business and make a greater impact on your community. So that's what you need if you want to feel confident as you take your business to the next level. You want to get clear on your unique message and your ideal client, which, by the way, getting super clear on your ideal client is game changing for your business. That is actually, believe it or not, one of the biggest challenges that Leslie works with her clients is niche work, like really nailing down your niche. Because when you know exactly who you're speaking to, they respond. So that's a huge one right there. We can help you grow your list of high quality leads. The dog's going to start barking, of course. Create or refine your flagship program or service. Fill your group programs easily. Attract higher paying one-on-one clients. And make a greater impact and difference in your community. I have no idea what they're barking about. All right, so how much does all this cost, right? You get a lot, right? You get 2 group calls every single month, the Facebook group where there's weekly accountability threads. Excuse me. Just a place to come and ask questions, all of that. And you get access to all the recordings. Again, you get the early access to any programs that Leslie is launching. Like we are just about to launch a brand new course. I'm super excited about it. All about creating a video show. Anyhow, you get all of that for only $97 a month. And we do ask for a 3-month commitment. So there's no getting out of it. Once you say, yes, I'm in, you're in for at least 3 months. Okay. And the reason that we have that there, we don't want someone to come in, pay their $97, look around, download all the recordings, and say, okay, I'm out. Peace. We want people who are committed, who they've got some skin in the game. They're ready to do what it takes to open themselves up, to be a little vulnerable, to share their struggles, and be willing to get help to overcome them. You can't do that in 30 days. Not in a program like this, not in a mastermind. That's not what it's designed for. This is not a course. This is a support group. This is a mastermind. And if you're unfamiliar with a mastermind, look into Napoleon Hill and masterminds and the benefits that it has for you. So again, option 1 is $97 a month with a 3-month commitment. Now, if you know you're in, you're in. If you go ahead and just sign up for the whole year, you get 2 months free. Okay, so it's $970 for the year. Not too bad. So the good news is you don't have to figure it out on your own anymore. Once you join, then you're in. Here's a few FAQs. So again, the live calls are twice a month on the 2nd and 4th Wednesdays at 12 p.m. Central Time. That's 1 Eastern and 10 in California time, I think. I'm terrible at time zones. Are the calls recorded? Yes, they are recorded. The replays are generally available within 24 hours, but in case of tech gremlins, we do give ourselves some grace with a 48-hour option. If you can't make the call, can you send in your question in advance? Yes, you can. Okay. Actually, we encourage you to send your questions in advance. That gives either myself or Leslie time to prepare the right answer for you so that we're not spending time during the mastermind calls figuring it out as we go. So we prefer to have the questions ahead of time. If you're not there, we will go ahead and say, hey, Abby had a question about XYZ. This is what I found out, right? How many people will be on each call? There's sometimes as many as 15 to 20 people on a call and sometimes as few as 2 to 3. especially over the summer. It's been a little, people have vacations and summer's just slow, and whenever it comes to business anyway. But in general, you can probably expect 5 to 7 on every single call. So there's generally about 20 people, but not everybody can make every single call, and that's okay. Is there a guarantee that my question will be answered? So here's the thing. We're not going to guarantee that every single question will be answered. Like, what if we get 100 questions? Like, that's unreasonable. But I can promise you this. Both Leslie and myself are committed to answer as many questions as we possibly can. If you've ever been enrolled in any of Leslie's programs, you know she kind of has a no question left unanswered policy, and so do I. The only thing that would, I guess, really be a hard stop is if either of us has a non-negotiable call right after that. Okay, so I've seen Leslie go as long as like an hour and a half answering questions. Okay, I do know this: as long as you submit your question ahead of time, you're like 99.99999% going to get your question answered. And if not, there's always that Facebook group. I've seen Leslie do a pop-up surprise call, like, hey, we had 4 or 5 people. Like, she actually did this. It was around niches not too long ago. We had a lot of people on one of our calls that, like, we went long talking about niches. And so instead of staying on for another 2 hours, she scheduled an extra session just to get, clarity around choosing a niche and how to know if it's the right one. When do I get access to the Facebook community? So whenever you enroll, you're going to get a welcome email that has everything that you need to, access the membership area. In that welcome email, there's a button that you can click that will request access to the Facebook group. And then what happens on the back end is that myself or Abby or someone else on Leslie's team will double check that you are in fact enrolled in Income Accelerator and then accept you. That can take 24 to 48 hours, not including weekends. Okay, we do have a life. We do have family time. Can I ask questions in the Facebook group? Yes, please. That's what it's for. We want you to be active in the Facebook group to really lean on this community of like-minded professionals like yourself. Is there accountability? Yes, we have weekly accountability threads that we encourage you to participate in. Is there a money-back guarantee? Nope, there is not. However, if you're unhappy for any reason, you can cancel anytime after that initial 3-month commitment. But due to the nature of a mastermind, this again is not a course, so there's no money back guarantee. When will my card be charged every month? The payment method that we have on file will be charged the same time every month. So if you enrolled today, which is the 11th, then it'll be charged every month on the 11th. How long do I have access to the recordings? As long as you are a member, you have access. If you cancel right, if you're no longer in the mastermind, then you're no longer in the mastermind. You lose access to those recordings. Does Income Accelerator include any one-on-one calls? No, it does not. This is designed to be a mastermind collective. So that means a group of like-minded professionals. If you need one-on-one support or coaching from Leslie, she would love to help you out. But that's a whole different program. And so just contact us at clientcare@leslievitel.com to get one-on-one coaching. So with all of that, I'm going to open up the floor to any questions. So if you have any questions, I know that this live stream is going out into several groups. I'm only on my screen getting the questions from one place, so I'm not even sure which place that is. I do promise you this. After the stream is ended, I will go and look at all the different places it's being streamed at and answer any questions personally myself as soon as this is over. So the URL is, let me go ahead and put this URL, is leslievitel.com/accelerate. That's going to take you right to the Accelerate page so that you're able to check it out for yourself and hopefully enroll. I'd love to see you there. Again, it's the 2nd and 4th Wednesdays of every month. I want to remind you that in order to grow your business, sometimes you have to invest in stuff. And just to be very honest with you right now, I don't have any skin in this game. If you enroll right now, I am not making any money. This is Leslie's program, Leslie's product. She's on vacation. But I'm on her team. I love Leslie. If you know me and if you've been in Six Figure Biz Academy or of course Blueprint, you know that I'm always there for Leslie. I got her back. So that's why I'm here. I'm not here to sell you this because I'm going to make money off of this. I'm here to sell you this because you need this. Okay. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself and invest in your business. And at 97 a month, it's not, this is not a huge bill. We're not talking about like $1,000 a month or $997 a month. By the way, one of the masterminds that I was in was actually $997 a month with a 12-month commitment, and it didn't have near the value that is in this mastermind. So I paid $12,000 for a mastermind that I really didn't get a lot out of, and that's one of the most expensive business mistakes that I've made. I just wasn't, they weren't in alignment with my values. Okay. So mastermind groups, they can definitely range in price, all the way from like $25 a month up to $1,000 a month or more. And it isn't necessarily how much you pay, it's the commitment, right? And if you know that you're committed not only to that 97 a month, but to showing up every other week, to being there, to being active in the Facebook group, you will make big moves in your business. You can't not make big moves in your business when you have that support system around you. Okay. So I personally think that the investment is very well worth the price. I've got a couple of questions. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Tammy says I'm awesome. I agree, Tammy. What time are the calls? They are at noon Central, which is 1 p.m. Eastern and 10 a.m. on the East Coast, or West Coast rather, West Coast. I'm interested. Awesome, Sonia. I'd love to see you there. It's lesliebytel.com/accelerate. I hope I'm spelling that properly. Let me just go to, because it actually forwards you to another page. Tel.com/accelerate. There we go. So here is the link for that page. On what time are the calls? They are on Wednesdays, the second and fourth Wednesday of every month at noon. They generally last 45 minutes to an hour, sometimes more. I've seen them go as long as 2 hours. Leslie probably wouldn't want me to say that, but it's true. Like if we really get into something and it's a subject that there's a lot of conversation around, or maybe somebody's having a really bad time and they're struggling, and we all pitch in to like help with our various areas of expertise to give advice. Sometimes they last longer, but in general, it's 45 minutes to an hour. Tammy can tell you. Tammy's on some of the in a different program, but also, but Tammy can tell you that these question and answers, the sessions, the live sessions, it's no fluff. There's no like, oh, there's a slide deck and let's look at these, fluffy numbers and feel good stuff. It is not that. It's strategic. There's a point to it. It's all designed that each time we meet, we have moved the needle forward. We're going forward. Okay, so I have been on here for quite a while. Let me see. I have a notification on my phone. Okay. Abby's telling me to slow down. When I get excited, I talk fast. So my apologies. Okay, if there's any more questions, I will definitely be in the comments answering questions. And if you feel like this mastermind group is a right fit for you, go ahead and join us. It's great. We have a lot of fun, and the people that are involved in this mastermind are amazing. Thank you. Oh, that's why the dogs are barking. I have a package. Yay. All right. I will see you guys inside of Income Accelerator. Thank you so much. Bye.